We already started this conversation before you guys. We apologize, but it was so juicy we had to sink our teeth inside of it. Well, at least I am, Winfrey. But here's the thing, yeah. We're talking education today, and we had a very interesting input by one of our producers. Thank you very much, Halima. Halima came over this morning and told us about this instance from over social media that had people tongue-wagging. And it was the fact that parents are paying schools monies as much as 400,000 naira for their wards to go to school. However, in turn, these schools are paying their teachers, not just paying their teachers, sourcing their teachers from places like perhaps maybe Makoko, Ajigule and all, and paying them 50,000 naira per month. And the question is, what level of education is your kid receiving? What kind of influence are they getting? Is it just the teachers that determine that they're getting a good education, or the structure, the ambience?
The co-students.
The students around them and everything. Is 400,000 naira too much, too little? Is 50,000 naira definitely too little? What could be done? Would you keep your kid in that kind of a school? Would you?
Okay, so now I know a lot of times, I know businesses generally, everybody's thinking of how to cut cost here, how to literally look for a smarter way out of things, right? Now, to be very honest, I will not say, fine, paying a teacher 50,000 naira is one thing, right? Sourcing the teacher from like a Makoko or Ajigule or things like this is another thing. Because, I mean, in these places, there are people who are also still thoroughbred. Probably just situation and life circumstances have actually put them in that location now. It's not good to judge based on that. Now, but then again, the thoughts came to my mind, okay, a teacher that will actually accept like a 50,000 naira, what is the quality of education they actually have? Now, what is the school going at? So it's now to decide, okay, fine. Are they saying, okay, fine, the kid is paying 400,000 now, how many kids are in that school? Paying the teacher 50K and all of that. Like, it just shows to me that the priority of the school is probably not the best education for the kids. Do you understand? It's not even that the students or rather the teachers are not qualified enough. It's even to like get the teachers to a point where they are also okay and fine doing what they're doing, so they don't have to run many other activities
Endeavors,
trying to get money and
meet.
all of that and make ends meet. So I think education, I know she actually brought up the issue of people talking about the infrastructure also, then putting probably most of the money into infrastructure. And I'm like, what is most important, right? We're sending your child to school to learn, fine. The primary source of that learning is from those teachers, even if, fine, there are other things that might actually also be a factor. So, yeah.
I mean, if you're paying 400,000 for school fees, how much do you earn? In a country where you have
per term.
In a country where the country is the most extremely poor country in the world, where you have over 80% of people living below $1 a day.
Yeah.
It doesn't make sense that you are thinking that 400,000 naira is okay. That's far outrageous.
It's too much, is what you're
Far
saying?
too much.
400,000?
That's what I was saying.
When you look
Really
at
got an
the
argument
you're
coming
talking
on.
about, that's far that it doesn't even make sense. That question, the discussion should not even be there. When you look at the economy of the people, you don't look at what some people can afford.
Some people can, exactly.
You look at
everything.
80% living below $1 a day. So it doesn't even make sense. So first of all, you have to ensure that you find some place where you can afford without having to cry or without, I mean, what's the point?
So you're speaking to the parents now?
Generally, everything. Then for
generally.
the case of, I mean, we've had people in different spheres and different fields who are underpaid. That wherever they source the teacher from is not the issue. Is the teacher worth it?
Is the teacher worth it?
That's the first question. So that they are paying the teacher this particular amount. So, and wherever he came from or wherever she came from, I mean, life is replete with stories about people who have come from backgrounds that were not so opulent, and they are doing what they need to do.
Yeah, exactly.
In fact, someone once said that the future of society are the children of the poor. You understand? So that is aside. So the point is, the people now, let's look at these kids now. Those who are going to those schools where they pay that much, what happens? How do they turn out?
Yeah.
It might take a whole lot of research, as it were, not going online. When I mean research, go and see the line. This school, who have they produced? I mean, when you look at the American system of education, there are kinds of schools where they bring the presidents. Because that is a much more organized society, an environment that works. So they are tailored in a particular kind of way.
Yeah.
But with here, it's quite random.
Let me take you on that one real quick before I lose this thought. Now, there are kind of schools where you can bring the president to give maybe like a speech for graduating students and everything. Would you rather have your child go to that kind of school or the kind of school where, here's the report card, go home, you're graduated? which school would you have your kid
No,
go
I
to?
think-
Oh, no, hang on. I want Mike to answer here.
Oh, well, I really don't care.
No, you must. You must.
You know
why I
You
don't
must
care?
pick one.
You know why I don't
No further
No, I don't
anecdotes.
care. I don't care.
Which
Whatever.
one? Anyone.
Are they
Are
the
you
same cost?
concerned? Are you?
Are they the same cost?
Are they the same cost? No, they're not the same cost. That's
I will
what
do
I'm
what is okay for me.
So,
So
fine.
no. So this is the point
Which
I was
would
trying
you
to
rather,
wait,
however?
This is the point I was trying. So Mike, when you said the president goes to the school, do you mean presidents?
No, what
I mean,
that
by
people,
sense
the kind of people,
Influence.
students that they produce.
Yes.
So you
Go
know
on
that
to
the
be
Ivy League
presidents,
colleges-
right?
Yes.
Exactly.
Not that
Go
they
on to
come
the
to-
Ivy
Exactly.
League colleges
Okay,
and
fine.
all of that. They have a particular
So-
way because
Yeah.
of their structure in a particular way. But look at it here now. Where did our leaders? Where did they go to?
Bayer's University
wow.
and everything. Listen,
I'm
Mike.
talking about
No, but most of them
very
actually
relevant
trained
arguments, and
out
this
of
is
the-
not an
out of the
argument, but
country.
very relevant input there. But my question is, don't think about the cost. If you had the option and I say pick one, where would you have your kid go to? Which would you have your kid go to?
Now, I think it is very important to actually not only look at money and how expensive
I'm not
things
looking at
are.
money
No,
here.
seriously, I have a situation, an example very close to home, where you're literally sending a kid to a school because, I mean, not because, but like, okay, the rates are this much and they're high and all of that. And because of that, automatically you start to think that, oh, okay, the standard is good enough. However, your kid is coming
always
home with
that
certain
way.
habits. Do you understand? But
always
then
that
again,
way.
she pulls the kid out of the school and sends them to another school that is not as expensive, and the kids literally starts preparing and rather producing higher. So I would say the onus is on the parents to literally do your background check
Fantastic.
and
There was
actually
this
take
video-
care, like
there was
sort
this
all
video
of that out
trending online
before
where
send
they
your
got
kids
the
anywhere.
students and they were singing some lewd Nigerian songs on their graduation or party or something. And then they were crying like, oh, I pay in millions to only have my kid
Sings
go and
Zlatan.
sing.
Now is a social, now is a social.
Go and
outlet,
sing,
right?
about this kind of vices,
Yeah.
So there's a lot around all of that. And for me,
I haven't landed my point yet. I'm not
okay.
satisfied.
For me, I just have to say, look for what's okay for you. That the teacher is being paid low doesn't necessarily mean that the teacher is stuck.
That the school is
Can I speak
expensive
from the
doesn't
point
mean
of a
that the
parent
school
who
is-
has a kid in school?
Yeah.
I am satisfied with the level of education my child gets.
that's fine.
I'm so satisfied to the extent that I hope they're not listening. If they asked for more, I might give because I'm very satisfied.
Yeah.
And the one thing in any parent's mind is I want good
The
education for
outcome.
my kid. I want them to
Yes.
come home and I want to see the impact that school is having. Impact now and the influence your child gets from these schools primarily is based on who they associate with, not just the people, the kids around them,
Especially
but
the
also
teachers.
the teachers.
Yes.
Now, if you pay peanuts, you get
I wouldn't
monkeys.
say that, no, not necessarily.
I'm
You know, okay,
coming.
let me-
I
okay,
will
now.
defend
So if
it.
you give
I
me
will
this- you give-
allow me defend it. If you pay peanuts,
Not
you
in
get
all
monkeys.
cases,
I'm going to jump on an illustration you gave. You don't want a teacher who is vested in other things and your child is second or third place in their level, in their priority.
So
I
now-
want somebody who is focused on my child learning.
Okay, so
and
you pay
Yes.
400,000. The teacher is being paid 50,000.
That's
What
my
happened?
point. That's why I'm saying that I'm not with that. I'm absolutely
Exactly.
not
So
with
So
that.
now let me use
So
myself.
I
let me
wouldn't
use
send my kid to that kind of a school.
Let me use myself as an example. Okay, so now I went to an Air Force school, and to the very large extent of it, my school fees was subsidized. Like if I actually mention what I used to pay when I was in secondary school, like a lot of people, you can't even think about it, even like public schools. But because of the fact that the school was run by the Air Force, certain things were sorted out and all of that. But then again, was our standard of education good? It was good, right? Maybe sometimes, yeah, some slips here and there, but then again, I don't think I turned out badly. No, I definitely didn't. But my point is that if they're setting, I feel that just as you said, now First Stack, right, literally has it's like a community. So everybody understands, okay, fine, this is our level, this is how
Yes.
we are operating
Exactly,
at,
that's
this
another
is the
thing.
standard and all of that. And that is fine. And then let the fees, or rather the rates and the school fees that can apply to those people, apply to those people. But my point is that the outrageously expensive schools doesn't necessarily guarantee.
Nope, I
Like,
don't. I'm
I-
not saying that's not what I'm saying. I'm like you just noted. I live in Festac, and I'm okay with the standard of education. I'm okay with the influence. I grew up in Festac. I went to all my schools in Festac, and then LASU. I know the standard I want for my child, and that's what they're giving. It could be better. If I was in some schools in Lekki, it could be
No,
fantastic.
that's
Can I
what
afford
I'm
it?
saying.
No. Why? And then thus I would stay in Festac for that education. I won't go to Lekki and try to form big boy. I want to come start paying 1 million
People
naira
actually
per
do
term.
that, as I said.
You know, I'm not gonna. Yeah. In any case, we've spoken plenty. What's your opinion? Do tell us. Would like to know if you're a parent or you're aspiring to be one.
Yeah.
Let's know what kind of education and how you feel about the instance that we put forward here today. It's Wake Up Nigeria. We've got more coming your way. Use the hashtag Wake Up Nigeria on TVC. We'll be back.